Peter Luger in Great Neck is the perfect Peter Luger Steakhouse. Almost. We've had mixed experiences at the original in Williamsburg, and don't even get me started on their Vegas location. What if I told you there was a place where you could have Peter Luger's famous steak in a beautiful dining room with excellent service with no wait for a reservation? No joke, this was a Saturday and we made the reservation the day before.
Oh my goodness.
Today we're heading to Long Island to try Peter Luger Steakhouse in Great Neck. Peter Luger Steakhouse opened in 1887 in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, making it the third oldest steakhouse in the country behind just Old Homestead and Keens, and almost 20 years older than the nearby Williamsburg Bridge. It was originally a pool hall and bowling alley, opened by German immigrant Peter Luger and his nephew Carl, and catered to the area's largely German population. After Peter Luger died, his son Frederick struggled to keep the steakhouse afloat, and sold it to a longtime customer named Sole Foreman, who also happened to be the only person who bid on it at auction. When Sole's wife found out, she told him their family's only proven culinary talent was eating. That hits a little close to home. Nevertheless, Sole transformed the steakhouse into the household name it is today. It received a Michelin star in 2006, which it held until 2022. There are currently 4 locations around the world: the original in Williamsburg, one at Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas, one in Tokyo, and this one in Great Neck on Long Island.
It's located right on the busy Northern Boulevard in a way that's reminiscent of Burns in Tampa, but this building is spectacular inside and out. It was originally a nightclub before Foreman bought it in the 60s and converted it into the second location of Peter Luger's. Unlike our experience checking in at the Williamsburg location, the process here was fast and friendly. Walking into the main dining room is like a step back in time. The Tudor-style architecture is spectacular with exposed wood beams and stunning windows. We were seated in the back room, which is probably one of the less desirable spots in the restaurant, but even still was beautiful. We always felt like the Williamsburg location was a bit stark and soulless, especially if you're seated upstairs, and the lack of music really doesn't help. There's no music playing in here either, but there's just something about it that's more warm and inviting. I like the ambiance here way better.
The menu is the same as the Williamsburg location. There are no sizes or names for the steaks. You can either get a steak for 1, 2, 3, or 4, or a rib steak for 1 or 2. Their steaks are all USDA prime porterhouses, dry aged for a minimum of 28 days in-house. Porterhouse is a cut of beef from the short loin that consists of both a New York strip and a tenderloin served on the bone. Just know if you order the steak for 1, it only comes with a New York strip side, and there is a $5 splitting fee if you want to share either of the steaks for 1. Since we wanted to try something new, we went with their rib steak for 1. We planned on getting the Luger burger as well, which is absolutely fantastic, but for some reason they weren't serving them when we were there, even though we were there for lunch. The burger is only available until 4 and is definitely worth a try if you can get it. So we made a last-second decision to try something else we had never had at Peter Luger before, the Filet of Sole. Plus we went with their Wedge salad and baked potato.
A meal at Peter Luger always starts with their steak sauce and a bread basket. They gave us 2 dinner rolls, 2 garlic and onion rolls, and 2 salted fennel rolls. Great flavor, but it's too cold and chewy. We've enjoyed their bread in the past, specifically that garlic and onion roll. I'm not sure they've ever been served hot, but these were served colder than room temperature, so not their best. But you're not coming here for the bread, and you can always doctor it up with a little bit of their famous steak sauce.
To start, we ordered the Iceberg Wedge salad that comes with chopped cherry tomatoes, bacon, crumbled blue cheese, and a blue cheese dressing. This is actually just 1 serving. Our waiter split it for us, and no, there's no splitting fee when it comes to sides and salads. My goodness, their bacon is so good. It's so fatty and flavorful and smoky. You can put that on anything, it would make it taste amazing.
Wow, that bacon is incredible. And all the veggies are so nice and fresh and have such a nice crunch to them. Delicious.
If you're not ordering a piece of their sizzling bacon to start or getting the burger with bacon, this salad is the perfect way to get your bacon fix. It is truly some of the smokiest and most flavorful bacon you can find anywhere. The lettuce and tomatoes were surprisingly fresh and tasty as well. If you're looking for something on the lighter side, I'd recommend pairing this with a different dressing. But if you're like us and you just want to feel like you're eating something healthy, this salad is a must order.
That blue cheese dressing, the creamiest I've ever had. We didn't have to wait long before the iconic turned over plate marked the imminent arrival of the main event. All the steaks at Peter Luger come sizzling in a bath of butter, or as they call it, vitamins. The server presents you with a few hot pieces of steak and a generous spoonful of butter on top. We ordered ours medium rare, and I was actually surprised to see it looked like a perfect medium rare. Typically they come slightly underdone so they can cook a little more while they sit on the hot plate. This was an example from our last visit of the difference in color between the first piece our waiter gave us and the piece that had been on the hot plate for just 10 minutes.
The one thing I would say about Peter Luger is I feel like their steaks always taste a little under-seasoned to me, like you just need a little bit more salt or something, because you're kind of relying a lot on that butter, but I'm just gonna pop a bit of salt on there, and then it's gonna be really good. Oh my god, so much better. That's like perfect to me. Do you smell that? Those are really sizzling. They got a rib steak for one, and a porterhouse for at least two. I'm a little jealous of the porterhouse. The filet side of the porterhouse specifically, that is the best.
I know, I love seeing the steaks go by and like smelling them, seeing them sizzle. Such a vibe.
Ooh, that fat is really good. I would say you never really get that strong with dry aged flavor with any of their steaks. I just think it's because it's overwhelmed by the butter, but it's still a great flavor.
All right, let's try the steak with the sauce. I typically like their steak sauce, but I know a lot of people don't. Yeah, I'm a fan of their steak sauce. I really like it. I think it's a great compliment, but it is pretty overpowering, so you don't really get that natural steak flavor. The Peter Luger steak sauce, which you could pick up at just about every grocery store nowadays, is a tomato-based sauce that, to me, tastes like a blend of A1 steak sauce and cocktail sauce.
Don't get me wrong, this steak was outstanding. It has a great crust on top that adds an awesome texture. The pieces of fat were so soft and bursting with umami. Like I said, I don't think I've ever had a steak at Peter Luger that really shows off that dry aged funk, but the butter is such a strong flavor that it might be masking it. At $20 cheaper, I'd definitely go for the steak for one over the rib steak for one, which is shocking to me because I much prefer a ribeye over a New York strip. But without a doubt, the best steak on the menu is the steak for two.
Ah, the Filet of Sole. We have been on such a sole kick after the Dover sole from Teresi, which was not just the best sole, but one of the best things we've eaten on this channel. We always plan out our order in advance and have been looking forward to that burger more than you could know, so hearing they weren't serving it today was disappointing to say the least. But a perfect opportunity to try something we probably never would otherwise. Honestly, I've had better. It's a little dry. I really like the crunch from the bread coating that's on top of it, but I just feel like as a white fish, it's kind of plain. So I almost want like a little bit more flavor or like sauce in there.
Probably not what most people are coming to Peter Luger to get, but we had never tried it before, so we thought we'd give it a chance. And I like it. I mean, if you're looking for something light, this is definitely for you, but you know, it's pretty simple. It's pretty plain.
As far as sole goes, this one was fine. I'd certainly never order it again, but that's just because there are way better options on the menu. It was cooked well, but on the plainer side. If you're going to Peter Luger and you don't eat red meat, it's worth considering.
For a side, we decided to order the one side they offer that we haven't tried before, the oversized baked potato with sour cream. If you're looking at this and wondering where all the toppings are, we were too. It's quite literally a baked potato with sour cream, not a loaded baked potato like we've had at most of the other steakhouses we've been to.
It's obviously more on the simple side as far as baked potatoes go because it doesn't really have any toppings, but it's super soft on the inside, and that sour cream is delicious. It's pretty much all I taste, but that's probably because we put so much of it on it. And we didn't even make a dent in this cup that they gave us, but I do wish it was kind of like bacon and cheese and scallions and the works, but I like it.
Their bacon on top of that would be incredible. I'm surprised they don't lean into that more.
I wish we had the bacon to go with this. That would be so good.
Given the simplicity, it's actually quite good. I can't even imagine how good this could be with their bacon on top, plus some cheese and chives. They are seriously missing a golden opportunity with that. But considering you can get this and a slice of bacon for the same price as the German fried potatoes, I think that might be the move.
All right, you always gotta take a few bites off the bone.
How's everybody? Everything is good?
Excellent. Yeah, thank you.
Very good.
Delicious. Always the best bites. After licking our plates clean, the dessert menus arrived. The last time we were here, we had the apple strudel, which I kid you not, Will is still thinking about.
Wow. This might be my favorite thing I've ever had at Peter Luger.
Considering it's 90 degrees out today, we need something a little more refreshing, and key lime pie sounded perfect. I love how every dessert here comes with their schlag. It's delicious, but I'm gonna try this on its own first. That is so good. All right, now we gotta try it with some schlag. That brings it to the next level. The key lime is so nice and sour, and that schlag is the perfect creamy complement to die for.
I would be literally stunned if this is somehow better than their apple strudel, but let's give it a go. That is very good. There's so much cinnamon in that crust, and the key lime is tart and refreshing. I don't know if it's as good as this apple strudel was, but for a hot day like today, this is hard to beat.
This key lime pie is so much better than I could have imagined. It's tart and sweet with a buttery cinnamon crust. My current favorite is the one from Joe's Stone Crab in Miami, but this is surprisingly a close second. And adding a dollop of that homemade schlag takes everything to the next level.
They just do dessert here so well.
They really do. That was so good. One last bite of schlag for the road.
It's a shame we can't finish that whole thing. I totally would, but I feel like that would be gross.
It is so good.
And a meal at Peter Luger wouldn't be complete without a few of their chocolate gold coins to lessen the sting of an expensive bill.
Well, that was great. The service was amazing. The ambiance at this location is just absolutely phenomenal. The food was all great, although I would say probably wouldn't order that sole again, but that was kind of a weird order on our part, so not a huge deal there. Really the perfect Peter Luger experience, minus the fact that they're still cash only, but if you're aware of that before you come, then this is definitely an amazing spot. But if you've ever been, we would love to know what you've thought of it. Make sure to like and subscribe if you liked the video, and we'll see you in the next one.